David McNeill, bosun mate, 3rd class. When I came home from August 1st, 1969 was my deroast date. Came back, went home for a 30-day leave back to Austin, Texas. And as you might guess, during that period of time, life had changed tremendously. The social life in America had changed because of the objection to the Vietnam War. I came home for 30 days. My parents had a lake house, had a ski boat, so I spent 30 days water skiing. And I was having such a good time, I put in for a 15-day extension, and it was granted. And when that time was up, I went back to the fleet, and I caught a ship in Long Beach. It was AR-22, which was a repair ship. And this was in September of 1969. And I was scheduled, my enlistment would have been up August 1st, 1970. In those days, they were giving you an early out to go back to school, so I applied for an early out. I got a 90-day early out to go back to college. When I was on that ship is when our Bronze Stars came through, and I remember we had an award ceremony, and the captain, after a couple of days, he says, "I want you to drive my boat, and I want you to be my boat coxswain and also drive my vehicle." He was SOPA, Senior Officer President of Float in San Diego. Old Southern gentleman, full captain. He loved to come up when I was picking him up in the morning at North Island or at the ferry landing in Coronado. It would be about a 20-minute ride back, and he would stand up in the well with me and talk about being in the service. And he wasn't necessarily so much interested in Vietnam as he was about just being in the service. He started as an enlisted man many years ago, and then went to the academy and went on up to the rank of captain. He said, one day he said, "I'll tell you why I wanted you to be my boat coxswain. You had already had 3 tours in Vietnam. You were 3rd class. You had more experience than most of the guys on this ship, and I wanted to keep you from getting into trouble." And he was right. He did that. So I stayed on board that ship. They were getting ready to deploy back overseas. He didn't want me to go. And he didn't even want me to go through the shakedown cruise, which was what you go through before you go over. So every time they went out for a week, I stayed on board on base, and my boat crew and I had 2 bow hooks and an engineman, and we stayed at the barracks, and we didn't have to go out on their shakedown cruise, which was nice because a shakedown cruise it can really run you ragged. And my day came for me to leave, and it was really a sad day. And a good friend of mine who lives in San Antonio now, and we've been friends all these years, he got the honor of carrying my sea bag off the ship. And so I went down to the bottom of the bow and said goodbye to all of them, and caught a cab and went to the airport and came home. And that was April 1st, 1970. And then when I came back, I re-enrolled at Southwest Texas State University in San Marcos, Texas, and went on and finished my degree. I was going to be an elementary school teacher. So right before I had to start taking to get my teaching certificate, you had to take 2 classes. I said, I don't want to do this. Teachers were making $400 a month, and I had been working for a real estate company part-time managing real estate, and they offered me a job making $600 a month. So go figure, which one do you go? 50% more doing that. And I've been in the real estate business now for 45 years.